Happy Wednesday, Flosstube. Hello, crafty friends. How's everybody doing today? Good morning. It is Wednesday, September the 20th already. This month is flying by. I love September. September is such a great month. It is just heading us into fall, which leads into winter, which is one of my favorite times of the year. Everything's starting to cool down. The mornings are crisp when I get up and go to work in the morning, which is just so nice. I do not do well with heat and humidity. I really don't enjoy it. And bring on the fall, bring on the winter. That's all I have to say. So I've got some more winding work to do this morning. I've got two different colors, two hanks that I'm going to wind this morning. Erica is back at work today. She works part-time here, floss winding, so I have some help today, so she's going to take on the bulk of the work this afternoon. So I've got two hanks to do this morning. I've got some countdown boxes to ship out. Hannah's back at work tomorrow. She works from home for the afternoon on Wednesdays, so she'll be catching up on her emails this afternoon. And yeah, so it's just another regular day here at the workshop, at the Embroidery workshop. So this afternoon, if I get my winding work done, I'm hoping to wrap that up around noon and answer my emails, because this afternoon I've got some really difficult work ahead of me. The maximum cross stitch Patsy and Eddie charts have arrived. The printer dropped them off yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. And so I am going to be stitching my model on 36 count Night Owl. So I need to pull my floss pack, and then I need to find a green. Do you see the darkest green in there? The darkest green in Ellen's chart that outlines in a few of these spots. I just, it's not going to show up on my linen. So I need to sub out, you know, I could probably get away with using it when it's on the inside of the design, but when it's on the outside, it's just going to morph right into the fabric. So I need to pull the floss pack and then do a little floss toss on my fabric this afternoon, and hopefully put a few stitches in so that I can actually see what it looks like. And then after that, well, we'll just see what kind of trouble we can get into this afternoon, shall we? Okay, so I'm gonna get to my winding work. I'll take a break in between each hank and I'll come on and do the giveaway. The winner from last week. I'll pull the winner from last week, and then I'll tell you about the giveaway that's up for today. So I'll see you. Oh, for you, it'll just be a few seconds. For me, it'll probably be about an hour and a half with coffee. So, time to pull the floss for Eddie and Patsy. And I know the floss list, I know that Hannah had actually provided, we had filled in the blanks for the DMC, because Ellen stitched this quite a while ago, actually, before Roxy Floss Co had colors that would have worked. So we've added those in. I just have to find out from Hannah what those are. I know they're in the floss pack, so I just have to fill in what they are. And yeah, so my first job is to pick my greens and find out which one is going to work with my Night Owl linen. So this is one of my favorite rooms in the Embroidery workshop, because as you can see, there's a lot of really beautiful floss in here. So, all right, I'll show you my pick when I'm done. Okay, so I've got you in the linen room with me now. And over there, you can see we're getting prepped and ready for Jacob Palooza. I like to keep my wreath that my friend Joanne made for me, made for us here at the workshop. I keep it up there year round because, well, I like it and it makes me think of Joanne. So yeah, we're getting ready for Jacob Palooza. So we've got, this is our linen This is our linen for retreat for everybody's project. It just needs to be cut down and serged. We got the different counts. This was, this is random miscellaneous website stuff, as well as some one-of-a-kind yardage that we're going to be offering first at the Modern Folk Embroidery Retreat, and then anything that's left over at the end will be put on the website later in October. So yeah, we're getting ready. There's some cherry cobbler that a customer's been waiting for. So there it is, 40 count cherry cobbler. It's delicious. All right, so I've got my supplies. There's Luna, the back side of her, never far away. I'm ready to go. I've got my linen out. This is an 1/8 of a yard of 36 count Night Owl. It's showing up a lot lighter in the camera. In reality, it's very, very dark. And so here is most of the floss list without the greens. You can see, I think those are all going to look amazing. And then here are, which one is it? I'm just trying to get my greens sorted out. Okay, so these are the called for greens. And you can see that one right there is going to just blend right in. So here's the chart. There's the chart. Those are the colors we know are good. Those greens are great. This one's problematic. So I have 2 other dark greens that I thought I would have a look at, but I think they're still too dark. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to choose a different tone for the outside of the leaf. So it's still going to be green, but it's going to be a tonal shift rather than a depth of shade. So it won't be darker, it'll just be a different tone. So I think I'm going to go with, which one is the darkest sage? I think that's this one. Yeah. So I have a feeling that regular dark sage will work well with the other greens that I have here. So let's go grab a skein and we'll see if that works. I think I've got a winner. So I've laid everything out a little bit more cleanly so that I can see exactly what I'm working with. And I was thinking I might go along the lines of a dark sage, but I forgot that turf was one of the Floss Club colors last month, or I think it was just last month. And we've actually released this into, if it's not available as an individual color yet in the collection, it's coming soon because we knew we would need it for some other work that we're doing for some other charts. Turf is a dark version of Lawn and Order. So those two I already know are going to pair beautifully together. So now we've got a nice cohesive layering of greens. 2 of them are already beautifully matched, and the other 3 are going to provide some nice color contrast in there. So those are going to be my leaves. So I think turf is going to be dark enough that it's going to give the appearance of a darker section of the leaf, but it's still going to show up on my black linen. Okay, so job done. I also found Daniel's secret stash. Check it out. Ooh, look at that. I knew I liked Daniel. Those are good. I won't steal it though, don't worry. I'll leave it here for him. He's not at work today, so I'll have to forget that I saw it there. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. Hopefully didn't make you seasick. All right, let's get back to work. Oh yeah, I didn't pick a winner. I have to pick a winner first. Better do that first. So last Wednesday's, nope, that's this week's giveaway. Last Wednesday's giveaway was the lovely sampler from Modern Folk Embroidery called Mary Harry 1808, a Pennsylvania sampler. So this was our first big collaboration with Jacob and Roxy Floss Co. a couple years back. And so the giveaway last week was for this chart as well as the floss pack. I've just used the YouTube random comment generator picker thingy. I had 108 unique comments, and the winner was Ethel Whedon. I'm gonna screenshot your, I better do that now because the last time it disappeared on me. So I'm gonna screenshot this right now. Ethel Whedon, congratulations, you are the winner. If you could please email me, caroline@evertote.ca, then we will get this out in the mail to you. Congratulations. Okay, so this week, continuing along the modern folk embroidery avenue, I thought today would be a fun day because it's also Sampler September. Let's give away a sampler. Another sampler. This is Ellen Hooker 1843. And because I had the shop model downstairs, I brought it up to share with you. Check this out. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. This sampler is beautiful. Now, this was stitched by my friend Ellen, Maximum Cross Stitch, and she stitched this on 36 count vintage flagstone by Lakeside Linen with Roxy Floss Co. Chalkboard was the floss. This model was stitched at least a year ago. So yeah, vintage flagstone. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, that's beautiful. So chalkboard, Roxy Floss Co. floss. And so I'm going to offer up the pattern and the floss to stitch it. So leave me a comment below. I will not make you come up with a creative way to use the word hooker in your comment. Not to worry. I contemplated it, but I won't. So today, just leave me a comment. If you leave me a comment today, I'll consider that you're entered for the chart for giveaway for next week. So there you have it. Oh, it would be a perfect option for Black Sampler November. One of many. There are so many wonderful black samplers. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right. So it is now 20 after 2 in the afternoon. I think I've gotten most of my things that needed to be done today have been done. So I am going to make a fresh cup of coffee, and I'm going to attempt to put all 6 strands of today's allotment of stitching into my Sampler September piece. So let me just turn the camera around so I can show you what I'm starting with, and then I'll show you again in about an hour what I've gotten done. I have about an hour, so whatever gets done in the next hour is going to be probably it for during my work day today. So let me show you what I'm starting with. There we have it. So last night, let's see, I'm wearing the wrong glasses to see this tiny little screen here. Last night's stitching was, you know, various small bits and pieces, nothing huge that I can point to. So I finished this leaf, and then I did this vine, and I finished the L, and I finished this vine up, and I did that leaf there. I started this vine here, and I did the letter U. So that was what I accomplished last night. So I saw Shiloh X-Stitch MD had posted her progress from yesterday, from the last 2 days of stitching, and she'd stitched the purple flower. Where the heck is my chart? I think it's my chart here. No, my chart's in the other room. I think there's a purple flower up here. You'd think I'd looked at this chart enough I could tell you where the purple flowers are, but that's the one I want to go to next. So I'm going to get my purple flosses ready, and I'm gonna do it. I'm going for a flower. So maybe it's here. Now I can't remember. Okay. Well, anyways, I'll check back in with you in about an hour. We'll see how much I can get done. Okay, so I've just been doing some work with Hannah. I still haven't gotten to my stitching, and it is now 3 o'clock, but that's okay. I had other things came up that needed to be done. And one of those things was about Patsy and Eddie, and because we were just talking about this, I thought I would fill you in, because remember we were talking about all the greens, and I was saying that I thought I would be able to use dark sage, but then I remembered we had turf. Well, guess what? Dark sage is actually supposed to be in the chart already. This was a mistake that we caught right after the chart was released. Unfortunately, we already have the printed copies, so we'll probably be tucking in an errata into these. Also, the PDF was changed immediately, so you know, depending on when you purchase the PDF versus the physical chart, it might already be correct in yours. There is a symbol in the chart that is missing a floss, and the symbol is the number 4, and the DMC color is 3051 that is supposed to be attached to the symbol number 4, but also of course 3051 is the perfect dark sage, and I had forgotten that dark sage was the color that is also already on the floss list. So dark sage is already in the mix for those greens. So I have added in my missing floss names to my color coded chart here, and I've subbed in the 4 other flosses for the DMCs. If you purchase the floss pack through us for this chart, they are already in there, and so you won't need the DMCs. There's a whole floss pack for everything. All right, so now I think we've gotten everything sorted. So I'm going to quickly sneak in a thread. All right, it's the end of the day. Time for me to head home. I put in a few stitches here and there throughout the entire afternoon as I went about the rest of my work day. So yeah, I put in, this is the start of my 5th strand. So I'm going to be taking this home tonight to finish off my daily stitches for the evening. Looking good. I love those purples. Happy stitching, everyone. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.